up, y'all? Look who is Snoop in the building. Hey, thank you so much for following me on Instagram at Who is Snoop, following me and subscribing to my YouTube channel. Hey, man, I got some exciting stuff we're going to be doing today. I got a few of my students, over 500, 600 now, sorry, that have flown in. And so I'm going to be presenting them some awards and showing them a few salon suites in the city, including one of mine right here, Remedy Spa Salon Suites on the south side. We're gonna be fellowshipping, having brunch, and just getting to know each other. So appreciate you guys coming along with us on this journey. Again, make sure you guys follow me at Who is Snoop so that you can learn all about the programs and the mentorship that I have when it comes to opening up your own salon suite. Hey, it's passive. Y'all gotta do it.
Hi, my name is Teresa. I came here from Detroit, Michigan to fly into Atlanta to meet Snoop. I joined her program for the Salon Suites so she could give me some tools about opening up my own.
Hi, my name is Sylvia, and I flew here to Atlanta from Rockledge, Florida. Snoop gave me all the tools I needed. You know, she's full of knowledge. She's very patient, answers all my questions. She's been very helpful in my process. And I'm looking forward to open up my salon suite sometime later this year.
First and foremost, thank you guys for just entrusting me, with your journey and your learning experience. Finishing the program and then moving forward, with working on, opening your salon suite. So another thing when it comes to the award is something that as life, you'll be able to look at and say, hey, I made this commitment to myself, you know what I mean? Let me get on my shit, So, all right, so the first one we got is for my girl straight out of Detroit, Teresa. Congratulations, boo. I think you was like one of the first people in your class to sign up for the program. Yeah, so yeah. All right, so the next award goes to somebody who didn't even do the 5-day challenge. She just reached out to me after the conference, was like, hey, Snoop, this is something I've been wanting to do. I'm ready to move forward with doing it. And, despite everything that you got going on, still, rocking and rolling, you know what I mean? So a testament to you. I know, like I said, it's a very selfless time in your life right now, but it's definitely going to be your time, real soon. So congratulations, Cheryl. But yeah, so this one is for Ruggie, somebody that's, been in the beauty industry. And so I'm hoping that, once you get your salon suite open, it will be a source of retirement for you and help you get some of your time back, So congratulations, Ruggie.
Hello, I'm Rakaya Cox, aka Ruggie. I'm actually a hairstylist in Tallahassee, Florida. Been a hairstylist for 25 years now. I was more interested in looking for a place like a shed near my house to service my clients. Went on YouTube, started doing research. After I did research, Snoop popped up and started talking about salon suites. So I was like, oh, okay, what's this? So I looked on, started watching her YouTube videos. I ended up watching like all of them because I got really intrigued and really interested. Signed up for the 5-day course, and then I ended up signing up for the masterclass. So it was a great experience. I learned a whole lot. I'm still learning a whole lot. She's a great mentor. Answer all your questions, have everything lined up, lined out, laid out for you as things change. She changes also with the information, keep you up to date. It's a really, really good experience.
And then last but not least, not only finishing the program, but already rocking and rolling, looking for your location. I already know you probably gonna be open within the next 3 months. So congratulations. Definitely keep in touch with me. Let me know. I'm gonna be looking forward to coming down for your grand opening. So anything I can help you with, just reach out, all right? Congratulations, Sylvia.
Hi, I'm Tanio. I'm the owner of Spotlight Salon Suites.
Well, I was renovating houses and flipping houses, so the market changed, so I wanted to do something different. So I was either going to do event space or salon suites, and I chose salon suites because of the passive income. So I knew I wanted to do that, so I needed to find a mentor, and that's when I found Snoop online. And it's been history since then. So she's helped me every step of the way. I was there where y'all were at. I scoped her out before I even got into the program. And then I did the master course, and then I jumped to the inner circle program because I had a lot of questions afterwards. So I wanted more detailed help. So she's been with me every step of the way.
Tell them a little bit about just maybe like some of the challenges you had, and like if it's what you thought it was gonna be. Do you enjoy it? Sometimes people invest in something, and it's not even what they thought it was gonna be, and they're like, "Damn, why did I do this?" You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. No, I enjoy it. I actually enjoy it, being able to, assist other entrepreneurs and providing a nice, clean, space for them to be able to work out of. So I actually enjoy it. Some of the challenges that I had, I would say probably in the beginning I had problems with the construction and just the HVAC guy. And then I ran some issues with the architect. And that was solely due to the time frame. The architect that I got, she didn't do EMPs. She didn't do everything, but she was able to refer me to someone else. But by the time she did that, I was on a crunch time. I couldn't wait, so I had to find somebody else. Cat quit because being with a group, it makes things a lot easier. So if I had like questions or challenges, I would hop on the group, be like, "Hey, what should I do?" You know what I'm saying, and they would help. Okay, so down here, it's 16 suites down here, and this is when I first started. Like I did it, it was a gradual process. So I started down here, then I went upstairs, then I expanded and went upstairs. So down here is two bathrooms, 16 suites, and I use 2 of them as daily suites because we're right near the airport, and we get a lot of people that it's a need for it. Where people don't want long term, they could just rent by the day. So. Here we have exhaust systems in there, so I know that that's something that you guys probably talked about in there. Here's a bathroom. That's the handicap bathroom. That's something that's important with your plans and things of that nature. A lot of the stylists, they're gone, but I can show y'all into some rooms. I don't know if her room is clean, but oh, it is. But this is one room. She's a braider. She was actually my very first tenant, and she's still with me to this day. I have a very low turnover rate. Like I had one person. She just left this week, and that wasn't because she wanted to. She just had some interactions with another stylist in here, so that's why she left. But other than that, most people stay. So. But yeah, but she was we had a door decoration contest, so that's why you see a lot of the doors decorated for Valentine's Day. So yeah. And this used to be a dentist's office. So a lot of the suites, they have water hookups in them. So like hers, she has like water in them. So yeah. I'll let y'all go in.
How many of your suites have water hookups to there?
So down here, only 4 don't have water. Everyone else has water. Yeah. It's 16. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She got her little snacks for her clients.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna shut the door. And then I do have little waiting areas because I know sometimes the stylists, they do get they run over with time, whatever this is. So I do leave little areas for them to, just small areas for them to be able to wait in. Now, when I first opened, I didn't have these. So I built as I went. Okay. So you don't have to have everything all at once. So this wasn't here. So this is one of the daily suites. This is like a starter suite. So we have like many different sizes, and I got that off of Snoop's floor plan. So just for stylists that are they don't want a booth, but they're have graduated from a booth, but they don't want a large suite. So this is like something where they could start off. Yeah.
That's nice.
I do provide a washer and dryer. They can use it. It's free. I don't charge them for it. I got to use washer and dryer because we have a maintenance up the street. So they'll come and repair it if anything happens. But I don't charge them for it. They can only wash towels. I provide towels. So that's just an extra service amenity that they have. And then this is a common area. Like I said, I only have 4 suites that don't have water. And the 4 suites that don't, they use this. So, and then most of them that are in those 4 suites, they're like estheticians, so they don't really use. So maybe like 2 or 3 people use this down here. And then that's a little break area where they can eat, warm up food, ice machine, coffee machine, and what have you. And then this is the other daily suite in here, which we had someone use it earlier today. And she was using it earlier today. And then we're back at the front. So if you go this way, we're back at the front. All right, so we're gonna go up the steps. So it's only 2 up here. I use 1 suite, and I have booths in them. So my goal was to, when I came up here, is try to capture stylists no matter where they are. Yeah. So if you need a booth, we have a booth. If you need a daily suite, we have a daily suite. You know, if you need a small one, medium, or large one. So I try to capture everybody where they're at, and then that way, if their business changes, they need to move around, they could do that. I have a manager and I'm hands-on. Okay. So I just like she said, I normally I'm not here, but I may be here like I do clean too, so maybe 2 hours a day. Oh, okay. If that, so I'll pretty much come like 11 to 1ish, and then I'll just come back in the evening time, just do a quick walkthrough. And my husband, he normally comes at night and does a walkthrough to clean up, and I typically come during the day. And I sit, talk to people, see what they need, and it's really good. That's just a storage. Yeah, most of these, like, they're storage. I have like a lot of storage up here. So yeah. And she's in here. So I have a nail tech, she's in there. She just left not too long ago. A barber up here, another nail tech, and then this is the booth room in here. So because it was so large, I just put 3 chairs in here, and I let them use it as a booth.
Okay, so they found a bunch
yeah.
Okay.
Yep, and then she's a nail tech. She just started, so she's setting up her everything. Yeah, she just came in recently. Yep. Yeah, but yeah, I just like for them to be able to move around. I had people where their business decreased, so they went to a smaller. So just instead of them leaving, they're still able to stay. They can decrease or they can grow with their business.
Save an option.
Right. So when you're designing and setting it up, you know, that should be a good option to think of, to be able to have multiple avenues for them.
A business up here as well.
Yeah, it's all one. Yep, these are sweets. Yep. Yep. So yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yep. And that's it.
this being my third location, I wasn't necessarily, deterred by that because my very first location, the downtown one, which we may not go to just due to like the time, I definitely want to have y'all back by 7. But after doing that one and doing my one on the north side, I felt like, well, at least I can develop the suites, into the sizes that I want them to be, and all of that good stuff. I started out probably with maybe about 15 suites. We have more than that now, but all of my double suites I turned into single suites, except for one. So, but anyway, it has been a great location. This is the one that I told you guys was like $3,500 a month. I'm renewing the lease. They're, wanting to go up, $1, each year. So we have two different entrances. We have a back entrance, and then we have this front entrance. This front entrance is where the customers, the clients come in, and the back is where a lot of the stylists, where they come in. So go in, check it out. So this is something that my spiritual advisor told me with my business is to have a waterfall. He's like, a lot of like Chinese restaurants and stuff, you never see them going out of business. They always have like, and it's supposed to be like an energy cleansing thing. So whatever. Anyway, so we got suites on both sides. That very first one, we have a tenant that's moving in on Monday. So she's probably, the manager has probably been getting that one ready. And this is also interesting for you guys to see, like one where like the owner does not run it. I really like never come here and it's ran by a manager. So my signature thing, I always have like a lot of like just photos of like different hairstyles, all ethnicities, throughout. So this is one of the only double suites. We actually have two double suites. So this is one of the only double suites that we have here. Hey, how you doing? Oh, I like that wall you put in there. That's dope. I'm Snoop. Nice to meet you. You know who I am?
I seen you on the ad.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
So did she get permission to do that too?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. And so here I kind of did like what I generally say you shouldn't do. So like to me, this is too big of a waiting area. You know what I mean? Like a lot of this is dead space. You know what I'm saying? So like actually another suite could really be right here. You know what I'm saying? Really another one could be right there as well, and still could have a little waiting area right there. It's a little bit busier today than I thought that it was gonna be, but we had a vending machine that was right there, but I ended up selling it because someone in this plaza actually like leased the space and opened up a convenience store. So I was just like, whatever. Yes. So yes, thank you so much for pointing that out. So this is how that concept works. Okay. So remember when I told you guys that when I first leased this space, it was just an open shell. Okay. So with having to build the suites out, I knew that I didn't want to put in the amount of money it would take to take the walls all the way up, because then that means that I would have to redo the HVAC, which I already had to do something to it, but I would have to redo the HVAC and put ducts in every single room. That probably would have cost me about an extra $30,000 on top of what I was already spending. Now, the landlord was either offering me $50,000 in TI to help with my build outs, or a very low rent. I chose to go with the very low rent, which I'm thankful for because it saved me over the course of 5 years. And you have to think about when you first get started, how long it's gonna take to lease suites and things of that nature. Actually, so before we opened, we did a special. We pre-leased suites probably about 2 months prior to opening. They had to put down a $100 deposit, and we were halfway rented before we actually opened up. So you definitely want to pre-lease suites. This one is about 2,800 square feet. And also, so like keep in mind, this is also a salon suite that's been open for 5 years, you know what I mean? So it's a little more dated than like, like some of the newer ones that you may see, Also, like, you know, so if you take a look at the dryers, then you're gonna, like, this just kind of shows you that this is a salon suite that's been open for 5 years, right? But I'm not replacing them if they don't need to be, you know. But like, of course, if I was to open now, you know, you're gonna get more like stylish and swaggy things. My downtown location is actually a little bit more luxurious, and I get like, you know, more probably, you know, luxurious, you know, shampoo bowls and stuff like that. With as many people that use them and the amount of wear and tear, I promise you it will piss you off. You know, you want to get something that's gonna last, that looks decent. You want to stick with the black. You know, I did like a slate gray down there that I thought was just like, oh, this is just so sexy and da 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 da. But with slate gray, you know, when it comes to like dye and stuff like that, you know, like you can see that, you know, me just starting off with that location and never being a beauty professional, I didn't think about that. You know what I'm saying? So this guy right here, so he's been here ever since I opened, so for 5 years. And so here we have 21 suites here. We initially started off with 16. And then just as we would get more and more full, I just started like taking every inch, you know what I mean, to make, you know, more suites, or breaking down double suites, you know, and turning those into, you know, 2 singles, or, you know, whatever. So even now, like, really the receptionist area is not even really needed. Also too, when I first leased over here, I probably was only like the 4th business. It was probably only 4 businesses in this plaza. Now, you know, they've kind of come up, you know, and really gotten it full. But again, you know, kind of my motivating factor is that, you know, I own the dirt, you know, right over here. Knew that this was a, you know, kind of high traffic area. And, you know, the parking lot, there's a mall right behind us, you know, so this has always been one of my busiest, you know, locations. I would say up until the past couple months, I would say probably, so in the 5 years I've had this place, probably 80% of the time we've been fully leased. Hey, what up, y'all? Look, man, it is Aries season, and I am doing something super, super special, right? So many people have joined my Inner Circle program, and it has just blessed them, not only to be able to open up their salon suite, but bless them with a community of 6- and 7-figure earners that are in the industry that they can talk to on a day-to-day basis for advice, right? It's not just me giving advice. All of my students, we meet bi-weekly. I help you get business funding. I help you fix your credit. And most importantly, you also get free tickets to my National Salon Suite Conference, all right? So look, if you guys want to join, make sure you click the link below. I'm running a special on my Inner Circle program. Look, I've never done this before, guys. $2,500 only, okay? Y'all come on the other side and join us. Come and get some of this wealth. Come and get some of this success. Come and get some of this passive income. All right, y'all, click the link below. Let's go.